Okay, so we are going to, let me get rid of this. Hey, how are you today? We're going to go over our first assignment. I'm kind of going to just give you a brief overview of how it's going to work. I'm going to come up here into our classroom. I'm going to actually cancel out of here so you can see it from start. So when you come into Mr. Crean's classroom, seventh grade classroom right here, it shows the first, fourth, and fifth class like normal when we were at school in Schoology. For our first day 11, that's April the 6th, Monday. We'll probably do it on Tuesday just because I want to kind of give you guys some housekeeping and some norms. That's the first thing we'll actually talk about. So when we actually meet face to face, but Tuesday, your first assignment, and I'll change the due date, but Tuesday, your first assignment will be to come into Mr. Crane's class and come into this particular section. You'll see it says Stream, Classwork, People, and Grades. You'll just go to click on the classwork, and here's a welcome video right here where you can walk through this. Just click on this. It has the video script as well for you to look at. And there's another exact same video. It was just me playing around, so just bear with me. It's all new. So it's our welcome and norms video. Just saying how the class is going to conduct itself over the next few weeks. You'll notice it says it's 2 minutes and 32 seconds. I'll try to do this for you as a kind of a timekeeper for yourself, to know how much time you need to devote to each lesson or each material piece that I submit and ask you to undertake. This is our first AMI assignment. It says 3 hours. Now, it's not going to be 3 hours all in one sitting. That's 3 hours for the whole week. So basically next week, Monday through Friday, it should take you 30 minutes probably each one if you'll just sit down and get on it for each day. And so total it out to about 3 hours. Then we'll try to have some sort of culminating quiz or discussion on Friday so that you don't have any homework over the weekend. What you don't complete, though, during the week, you'll have to. So if you will click onto this particular assignment, it shows our passage. So I'm going to read this passage to you really fast. And you will, what I want you to do here is read this for understanding. You're going to read this passage. It's about one of Jupiter's moons called Europa. It's basically an ice moon, and this passage is about, from the standpoint of two different scientists who have two complete different theories on the surface and why the surface features are the way they are. So you're going to read through this passage right here, and then you have some questions down here to answer. I think there are 5 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions. My bad. So sorry about that. So once you're finished with the particular assignment, you're finished for the day, and that's it. I'll have all the rest of the assignments up before the end of this week. So it's the week before day 11. So I'm going to read this to you right now. So it says, AMI Day 11 Passage and Quiz. Unmanned spacecraft taking images of Jupiter's moon, Europa, have found its surface to be a very smooth with few meteorite craters. Europa's surface ice shows evidence of being continually resmoothed and reshaped. Cracks, dark bands, and pressure ridges created when water or slush is squeezed up between 2 slabs of ice are commonly seen in images on the surface. 2 scientists expressed their views as to whether the presence of a deep ocean beneath the surface is responsible for Europa's surface features. Scientist 1 says a deep ocean of liquid water exists on Europa. Jupiter's gravitational field produces tides with Europa that can cause heating on the subsurface to a point where liquid water can exit. The numerous cracks and dark bands in the surface ice closely resemble the appearance of thawing ice covering the polar oceans on Earth. Only a substantial amount of circulating liquid water can crack and rotate such large slabs of ice. The few meteorite craters that exist are shallow and have been smoothed by liquid water that oozed up into the crater from the subsurface and then quickly froze. Jupiter's magnetic field sweeping past Europa would interact with the salty, deep ocean and produce a second magnetic field around Europa. The spacecraft has found evidence of the second magnetic field. So that's scientist one. So it's talking kind of like scour marks and glaciers and dark pressure ridges, and then the gravity of Jupiter pulling up that water through the cracks and it being exposed to the surface, making it smooth. Scientist two says no deep liquid water ocean exists on Europa. So the first one said there was, and the second one says there wasn't. The heat generated by gravitational tides is quickly lost in space because of Europa's small size, as shown by its very low surface temperature, minus 160 degrees Celsius. Many of the features on Europa's surface resemble features created by flowing glaciers on Earth. Resemble those flowing glaciers on Earth. Large amounts of water are not required for the creation of these features. If a thin layer of ice below the surface is much warmer than the surface ice, it may be able to flow and cause cracking and movement on the surface ice. Few meteorite craters are observed because of Europa's very thin atmosphere. Surface ice continually sublimes, means changing from solid to a gas without going through the liquid stage, into this atmosphere, quickly eroding and removing any craters that may have formed. All right, so that's your reading passage. You will come down here and you will answer the 7 questions. And just pick one answer. There's not two. It's not like Schoology where you have a square. It will actually let you pick more than one answer, but I'm telling you right now, there's one best answer. So once you're finished, it's worth 10 points apiece. There's 7, so this whole first assignment's worth 70 points. Submit that and send me a copy of my responses. So that is it in a nutshell. Once you finish that, you are ready to go. So get busy, start on it, and I think it says do the 6th. I will switch that right now to do the 7th because I told you I don't really want us doing it for, let's pull the calendar up here. My picture's in the way. Let's see if I can move that real quick. 7th and 11:59. That's that, and we'll save everything so that you're good to go. So again, it will be about 3 hours total. I'll have several passages right here for you to do. Thanks, and bye.